This is Luna on day 1. A dog, a person, a plastic bag flying across the path. It didn't matter what it was. If Luna wasn't sure about it, this happened. And her owners had reached the point of laying awake at night, wondering if rehoming her was the only option left. Now, by the end of this week, Luna is going to walk past all of these triggers without a second glance. And I'm going to show you exactly how we got here. Here is exactly what our 1-week intensive rehab program looks like. I'm Abbie and I run Abbietails Canine College in Bedfordshire. Now, I train the dogs that other trainers can't or simply won't. Now, my job isn't really about obedience. It's about stopping owners laying awake at night wondering if rehoming their dog is the only option they have left and helping them get their lives back. Now, Luna's owners, Barrie and Julie, actually drove all the way down from Bolton to work with me. That's over 200 miles. They put by an entire week of their lives, found somewhere to stay down here, and committed themselves completely to Luna's training for 1 whole week. Now, I want you to sit with that for a second, because that really is not a small thing to do for your dog. And this is exactly what it looks like when someone refuses to give up before they have really, truly tried everything. Now, Luna, she wasn't reactive to one specific thing. She was reactive to anything that she was unsure about. Dogs, people, sudden movement, objects she didn't recognize. That's actually a much harder picture than just dog reactive, because you can't simply avoid just one trigger. The world is absolutely full of things that Luna just wasn't sure about yet. Now, I filmed almost the entire week with Barrie, Julie, and Luna, so you can see exactly what my reactivity rehab process looks like. Now, this isn't something that I have just bunged together from watching YouTube tutorials and other trainers. It's something I've personally worked through myself. I have found things that work, the things that don't work, and I've put my own personal experience into creating this course, especially for reactive and aggressive dog owners. Now, day 1 is never about diving straight in. It's about laying the foundations. Before any of the real work could start, I needed Luna and her owners to understand the tools that we'd be using. And I needed to build engagement with her through play, through food, whatever it was that motivated Luna the most. Now, if Luna wasn't motivated to work with me, then nothing else would matter. Now, part of day 1 is also being completely transparent with Barrie and Julie about the e-collar and slip collar that we'd be using. What it does, how it feels, the history behind it, the technology within it, and how we use it safely and fairly. As we know, have had a bit of bad press, but when used correctly and conditioned fairly, they're an amazing tool that can help you and your dogs get your lives back. If you haven't yet seen my video on the history of the e-collar and the science and technology behind it, go and watch it now. The link will be in the description below. Now, an e-collar isn't about punishment. It's about clear communication. And that starts with everybody understanding exactly how the tool works before it even touches Luna. That means, yes, having a go with it yourself.
So the fact that she's got that there is really, really nice. We're going to work on your phase 2 of your e-collar today as well. Okay, so we're going to mix it up. We'll do a bit of the phase 2 recall and then we'll play. And then we'll do a bit of recall and then we'll play.
And
that way she's not getting bored of either thing.
Yeah.
And then the play is also a reward for the training.
Yeah.
She doesn't realise that the play is also training. She just thinks she's playing.
Yeah.
Yeah? So that's what we're going to do. So Pop, she's got a recollar on her, hasn't she?
Yes.
So we're going to do a couple of the low levels again, just to refresh her memory from this morning. Okay? And then after that, we're going to double the level and work on phase 2. So where phase 1, I'm tapping until she's completed the action. So we've taught her Coming back to dad turns it off. Phase 2, I'm only going to tap until commitment of the action. So then we're saying to her, basically phase 1 was, I know how to turn this off, let me go back to dad. Phase 2 is, as long as I commit to coming back, then it turns off. So eventually we just call her and she comes back without having to use it. All right. So whenever you're ready.
Just explain that again.
That's all right. Well, I'm going to explain it as we go through it anyway. I'm more of a just learn whilst we're doing. Yeah. I'm not very good at sort of just explanations.
No, I'm a child learning myself.
Yeah. So, get going with your recall. Just call her back as you were doing this morning. Call her. As soon as she starts coming back, you move backwards. Yes, food. Okay? Cool. Nice, there. So even though her nose is still touching it, she's still let go. So we want to give her little wins at the moment. Yeah, little wins. Get it, Gil. Loosen the pressure on the toy.
Now, you'll notice this isn't dramatic to watch, and that's the point. Good conditioning and training actually looks very boring. It's calm, it's repetitive, and it's about Luna building genuine confidence in her own understanding of the world and of us. It's not just compliance. Now, day 3, this is where it gets real. This is where we introduced a controlled stooge dog. Actually, that stooge dog is Bonnie. We always need a calm, neutral dog for this kind of work. And you're probably thinking, well, from what you just described about Bonnie, Abbie, how does that really fit? As I say, I've been through this exact training with Bonnie. She helped me work out what works, what doesn't work. She put me through the absolute ringer. But because of that, we now have this amazing course that helps many other dogs and dog owners just like her as well. Also means we can now use her as the perfect stooge dog to help you guys along your journey. Now, the reason we do this and the reason that we have a calm stooge dog in a controlled setting for this part of the training is so that I could see exactly how Luna was responding in a setting I controlled completely. Now, this is also where I introduced a negative marker. A clear, consistent signal that tells Luna that's not what we want. That's not okay, without any drama attached to it. Now, I believe there's a big problem in the world today where it's frowned upon to tell your dog no. This isn't the case at all. Without a clear yes and no, our dogs become confused in a world full of question marks. And that is where reactivity can sprout. It can grow, and it can become aggression. If we give our dog a very clear yes and no, the world becomes less confusing to them, there's less question marks, and actually there's a bigger bond that's built between you. Now, timing is everything here. The clearer and faster the communication, the faster Luna can actually learn from it. I typically have a 2-second rule. If you miss your 2-second window to give your negative marker, You move on and forget about it and wait for your next turn.
Come on, Luna. Why have you emptied that? Come here, baby. Got some
Do you
water.
want me to fill it up, honey?
Here,
And then
babe.
you can empty it out again.
Some water.
There you go. Is it better? Oh, okay.
Luna. What is that about? She does it every single time.
She's a water baby. Yeah. Okie dokie. Right. So today we're going to be doing your negative marker. Or this morning we're going to be doing your negative marker. Okay. What people do all the time is they'll tell their dog off. They'll give them a correction. But then nothing follows it. And what I mean by nothing follows it is the dog is then still allowed to be with us. They're allowed to appease us by doing things like rubbing on us, jumping at us, licking our arms. And that's basically the dog reassuring themselves that what just happened doesn't matter. Okay?
Okay.
When we isolate them, we say, no, I don't want to talk to you right now. Our dog sits there and goes, well, I can't appease them. They've walked away from me and I can't get to them. Damn, I've really been told off. Right? It's a bit like a naughty step for a kid.
We've done this, but I got a bit confused because I started reading books. I was reading books. I was reading books about the reactive dog, and it was actually called the reactive dog. I was reading different books, and we did the separation bit. So the consequence of her not behaving was to sit in a different room. I would leave her, I would go away. The book said, don't separate yourselves from your dog, because they live in the moment, and once that moment's passed, they won't know why they sat there. So I got confused.
Yeah, makes sense. So this is why this all happens very quickly. Okay, so the negative marker all happens, say where this stone is. Bad, tug. As soon as that body language changes, right, boom, over there, and we're only walking to here.
Yeah.
So we're still in sight, but we're not looking at her. We're not talking to her. Okay.
Yeah.
You only want to do that for about 20 seconds, and then you go back and you go, oh, it's all right, whatever. Let's carry on. Try again. So it all happens very quickly. Yeah. When you're doing it, say, out and about, it's always best to then be able to represent that issue, because when they then choose the right thing, we can say yes and reward. Okay. So today is going to be a lot of teaching her, no, don't do that. Yes, do that. Yeah. But like I say, it all happens very quickly, just so that we don't confuse her. You're going to practice with me first. So I'm going to be the dog. Okay.
Yes.
And keep doing it, just keep walking her around. She lunges towards, you will negative marker. If she walks past it and ignores it, you're going to yes and reward. We are teaching her right from wrong. Yes, reward.
Yes.
And she still wants to play with it. Nice. So, can you see how it will transition to dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because she'll understand that pressure now, that oi, don't start. Yeah. When you're walking down the street and there's a dog and she goes to go, oh, you go, don't start. If she then does start, and she'll go, oh,
Can't believe how quick she got that.
Yeah. You see why I now said that I can't do it for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's where we have that clarity and that communication between owner and dog. And the dog understands what the owner's asking.
No.
Yeah. A lot of reactivity does come from the dog just not understanding the communication going on with them and their owner. Right? If we can get that clarity, the dog goes, oh, okay, we can work together now because I understand you and you understand me. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. So we're going to bring it down a little bit. Okay? And I just want to teach her place. Does she know place already?
She does.
She does.
She does.
Okay. Do you use the word place?
No, we use on your mat.
On your mat. Okay. We're going to use place just so then we can transfer it to wherever you are at the time.
Yeah.
Okay. So the way you're going to do it, you're going to say the word place, use your lead, get her on, right? Don't say anything else. Your lead's going to do the communicating. As soon as all 4 feet are on, yes, reward. Okay. Obviously, she already has her break command. Normally, I'd be teaching people that, but she already knows it, which is brilliant. Feel free to get that.
No.
Okay. So, whenever you're ready, you're then going to say break, get her off, walk her around, and then place, do it again. Okay? Each time she's on there, you're going to leave it longer and longer and longer. If she chooses to get off herself, you're not going to say anything to her. You're just going to use your lead, back on. Okay? And what that will teach her is she actually can't get off until you say so. Yeah? Cool. When you're ready, grab the lead, pop it on her, and we'll get some of that done. Now, the reason that we're going to do this is because at some point, I'm going to get Bonnie out. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I'm going to have Bonnie up there. She's going to be here on place. Okay? So she needs to understand that she can't get off. So you're going to mix this place training with your negative marker.
Yeah.
Okay?
Come on, sweetie pie. Come on,
Get the
Luna.
ginger ninja.
Luna, come.
That's it. So tap, tap, black. Nice.
Good girl.
Yes, reward.
Good girl. Good. Good girl.
Nice. Let her wander just a little bit. See if she makes up her own choice to be like, oh, Bonnie, I'm going to go back to Dad. Yeah? That's it. Or even that's nice, right? We're just going to walk round. Cool. Get it.
Luna, come.
Nice.
Good girl. Good. Good.
So we wanted to learn in this moment, right, that if there's a dog there,
Luna, come. Good girl.
if she listens to you and stays connected
Good
with you, she can have freedom.
Yeah.
Rather than being on like short lead trying to walk past, right?
Yeah.
And she'll think to herself, oh, This is actually much nicer.
Luna, come. Good girl. I'm so proud of you, Luna. Luna, come.
Right?
Okay.
I want you to try and get a whole lap of this field without asking her to recall and with her choosing to do that herself.
Okay.
Yeah? Now, day 4 is where things really started to shift. Now, this is where we start understanding Luna's threshold. And that's the point where she tips from coping to reacting. And then carefully managing exposure right around that edge. Now, this is where a lot of people stay stuck in their dog training. They stay on the edge and they never actually step foot out of their comfort zone and out of this threshold. Now, we use progressive overload here, just like you would in any other training. Gradually increasing difficulty so Luna can build genuine resilience, not just tolerance. And this is where you end up fixing the reactivity instead of managing it. Now, the goal here isn't to flood her with triggers. It's controlled, it's measured, and it's about building neutrality, not obedience. And it's teaching her that most of what she meets in the world simply just isn't worth reacting to. During these next clips, I want you to watch her lead here. It's loose, not tight. Watch her ears, her body language. With a dog that's so broadly reactive, I'm tracking her threshold constantly because it can shift from trigger to trigger. And this stage here, this is what I want you to see. Something unexpected can happen and she can nearly go over that threshold. But I want you to focus on recovery time. Day 1, that would have taken over 10 minutes. Here, it takes seconds. So there, negative marker, use
Luna,
recollar. That'll do.
Sorry, did I do wrong then?
No, perfect. You could have used your recollar at that point, but you didn't need it, right? She listened to the marker.
Okay. Okay, good girl. Okay. Luna, good girl.
Nice.
Good girl. Okay.
So every time she looks away, you're going to yes reward. She can look right now, but she can't vocalize and she can't lunge, okay? And what we're going to do, we're going to wait for her to make the decision to turn around back to you, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, God, he fell off the chair.
Be careful. I find myself having to explain myself to people very much.
Which we do. When we've got reactive dogs, we feel like we need to justify it, right?
Yeah.
And If we stop justifying ourselves and just focus on our dog, then it becomes a lot easier.
Yeah.
People think I'm quite rude, but right now, I'm liking this.
I've not got a tie. I'm allowing her
Yeah,
some.
that's fine.
Good girl.
You're so clever.
Oh, girl, baby, you're so good.
Now, come day 5, we were ready to take everything out of the controlled setting and into the real world. Now, this is where Barrie and Julie really started applying the training themselves in the kind of situations they'd actually be facing day to day when they got home. Pavements, other dogs appearing without warning, people walking past, cyclists. This stage isn't just about Luna anymore. It's about Barrie and Julie's confidence and consistency as handlers. Now, this training will only work long term if they can read Luna and respond the way that I do, without me standing there. Everything starts coming together. Every tool, every exercise, every piece of conditioning and communication from the whole week, now being tested in genuinely unpredictable public places. Cafes, pubs, dog parks, the kind of places that 6 days earlier would have been completely unthinkable for Luna. This is the test. The same kind of unpredictability we saw on day 1, a dog, a person, something unexpected, but now in an environment with even more going on. Let's see the difference. I want to introduce her to the flirt pole. Okay. Obviously, Tuggy is a very good game, especially for dogs with a high prey drive and dogs that are reactive. But another one, just to switch it up, is the flirt pole, especially because you can wiggle it on the floor like a little animal and they can chase it. Okay, so we'll do this for a little bit and then we'll head out again.
Okay.
We might head elsewhere, try and find somewhere that's a little bit more sort of more dogs there, right?
Okay.
And see how she does, basically. Okay. So, like I say, with this, you just sort of flick it about,
yeah.
right? What's this one? Walk into her. Distance, distance. Don't up, don't up. That's it. lunging, no spinning, no bracing for the unknown, no longer in a constant state of question marks, fear, confusion. Just a dog who now believes that the world doesn't have to be a threat by default. Settled, in public, surrounded by the exact kind of unpredictability that used to be impossible for her. Now, we've finished the week with a full assessment with Barrie and Julie and a clear plan for what comes next, because this training doesn't stop just because it's a Saturday evening. Barrie and Julie gave up a week of their lives and travelled over 200 miles for this. Here's what they had to say at the end of it.
I love that word, was.
Was, yeah.
So Luna's history is that she's a rescue dog, and she had a very bad experience at starting life, and she was being trained as a police dog. She failed, she was kicked out, and then she wasn't very well looked after by a number of different foster carers. And we found her a week before she was going to be destroyed. And because of the experiences that she'd had and the level of isolation that she'd experienced, she was very dog reactive. But not just dog, she was reactive to bin men, postmen, anything that she didn't fully understand, that she hadn't experienced previously, she would respond negatively to, wouldn't she?
Yeah. Always on edge, weren't we?
Yeah.
Just waiting for the, even when we were in car, waiting for her to start barking and,
Yeah.
and throwing herself around his back. And
Yeah.
it was just upsetting, weren't it, really?
Yeah. After reading numerous books, watching many videos, we thought we knew what we were doing, and to the point where when we was in the car and she was reacting to different stimulus negatively, we were becoming hoarse, weren't we? Because we was shouting at her like you would through frustration.
Yeah.
But frustration for her as well.
We were at that point where we were kind of not giving up on her, but like just thinking, well, this is it, this is what she's going to be like for the rest of her life, you know, or we just have to put up with it, really. But
well, we sort of had some very brief conversations that we weren't good for Luna. Yeah. And we actually considered going through the process of finding an alternative owner for her.
yeah.
But we stuck with it. Analysing as you do as you're going through life, and each day I could see that each time we met and come to the sessions, the different sessions, she was becoming more and more relaxed on each occasion, and we could see that straight away, couldn't we? And even from day 2, when we was going back to our accommodation, she was just a different dog. So she was more relaxed, she was sleeping like a dog should sleep and not being alert.
So all we wanted was to be able to have a dog, take her out, go and call in a cafe or a pub or whatever, and to be good and, you know, be petted and whatever. That's all we wanted. And we couldn't even. We've tried to go out for days, haven't we, and take her out where other dogs are, and it's crazy. We're just crazy.
Abbie, is your maturity and your professionalism and your ability to analyse situations, and you demonstrate knowledge and wisdom beyond your years, in that your relaxed approach and your demeanour rubs off on us, so we start becoming relaxed and believe what's going on is the right thing, and it's calmed us down as well.
Yeah.
Again, the analysing comes into place because as we go back to our lodge and we sit down and we have our evening meal or whatever, we sit down and we chat and we talk about the day, it becomes apparent that this is not just something that's thrown together. This is a well planned and well structured and well delivered intervention. Yeah, I mean your passion for the dogs absolutely shines through.
Yeah.
But also I think a real significant and important part of it is your ability to adjust and change dependent on who you're meeting. And you've been so warm and welcoming with us. It's like we've known each other for many years. And that is, it's testament to you.
Yeah.
And the highlight for me has been, I mean, it's multi. I mean, it's the relationship we've built with yourself. It's being down here in such a beautiful place and an experience in it. But the biggest one for me is the fact that she's not living on cortisol.
Yeah.
And that she's actually started to relax and sleep and do what dogs do, which is to go off and discover the world and sniff, and I'm not constantly pulling on a long lead or a short lead. I've walked with Luna, this is absolute God's honest truth, without taking into consideration the fact that you've thrown me on the floor twice. I have walked Luna for the first time in 2.5 years.
That we've had
And not felt when I've got back that I've been in a boxing ring with Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
To see her as she is now after 1 week, it's
amazing.
just beyond. It's completely beyond our expectations.
Yeah.
It's completely beyond our expectations. We'll definitely be coming back.
Yeah.
This is exactly why I run 1 week long intensive rehab courses. A dog like Luna, who is unsure of almost everything, isn't fixed in an hour. She's rebuilt day by day with consistency, communication, clarity, and the right kind of exposure. Now, Barrie and Julie didn't come to me ready to give up on Luna, but they were exhausted, they were overwhelmed, and starting to wonder if there was anything that could actually work, if there was any form of a way back to normality in their lives. Now, Luna didn't need to be fixed, she just needed the world to start making sense to her. And her family, they desperately needed their lives back. If you've got a dog like Luna, reactive to almost everything, and you've reached a point where you're wondering if you can even keep going, or whether rehoming them is the only choice you have left, I want you to hear this. You are not alone. You haven't failed. Now, I train the dogs that other trainers can't or simply won't. I also run a free community for reactive dog owners where I share exercises exactly like the ones you've seen today. Comment the word coffee below and I will send you the link personally to join the community and stop feeling so alone. Now, I'm also giving away 1,000 copies of my Calm and Connected Dog ebook for free. It's got the whole process of the psychology behind why your dog is reactive and how you can start to make a change to your lives just like Barrie and Julie. It has the exercises in that these guys have been through this week, and also clear guides, checklists, and worksheets to help you through. And all you have to do is comment the word ebook to get hold of it. Or click the link below, and again, I will send it to you personally. I'll see you on the next one.